Hello and welcome back to everybody on WrestleMania Anthem edition of Smackdown Out of 10. Even though Cody Rhodes has just won the title on Sunday, WWE is already planning his next challenger. 2 triple threat matches took place to determine who would be fighting in the number one contenders match to face them. And we also saw Bayley make her first appearance as champion. So yeah, there's a lot on the show, but we set things off with Cody and Jella's footage of his victory. Rhodes jokingly quoted his wife during his promo before saying he would be waiting for The Rock to come back from Hollywood. He addressed 6 competitors who will fight for a shot, and any of them would be good opponents. This was business as usual kind of promo. Rhodes is setting his new role in the top dog as WWE. He didn't get emotional and he didn't break character. This is the Rhodes we expect to see. It was a good speech to kick off his Smackdown run as a champ. The best part was Rhodes didn't overstay his welcome and talk just for long enough. While really getting the point across. So yeah, that was good. And then we kicked things off in the triple threat qualifier matches with LA Knight and Bobby Lashley and Santos Escobar. The winner was LA Knight and B-Fab and the Street Profits were with Lashley on the stage and didn't accompany to the ring. Escobar also left LDF. Escobar was the only competitor in this bout who didn't win at WrestleMania, so he came into this looking to reverse his fortune, while Knight and Lashley wanted to continue their winning ways. This was 3 very different wrestlers. Lashley powerhouse, Escobar technical, and Jack kind of a Knight calling of a jack of all trades. They mixed together well to give this match a little bit of everything. Since there was never a DQ in a triple threat, Angel and Bertie were able to interfere unimpeded. The Profits ran down to fight them while B-Fab went after Elektra Lopez. Knight ended up winning the match due to the chaos. It's a fun, energetic match, even if the interference didn't take away from it all. I thought it was still pretty decent. So yeah, get 7 out of 10. But Heyman, Sakura and Jimmy Uso were in the ring to talk about WrestleMania. They said Reigns didn't blame anyone who interfered in his match and wants the Bloodline to take full accountability. Sakura losing has consequences and got in Jimmy's face. He gave him a hug and said he loved him when Tama Tonga attacked him from behind. Solo and Tama destroyed him before taking Heyman's phone and crushing it. They put a chair around Jimmy's neck and Solo said he loved him before hitting a running hip attack, and Heyman said, "Is that what a tribal chief would want?" No, it was unexpected. We all knew Jimmy would be out of the group eventually, but having Tonga come in and immediately replace him was a nice step up, and it'll be interesting to see how Reigns reacts. Solo demanding change and potentially being leader of the Bloodline is interesting, and paving the way for a potential Uso reunion. So yeah, very much a few questions coming up there, but interesting. Braun Breaker then took on Cameron Grimes in a squash bout. It made Breaker look dominant, but yeah. Seems like he'll be the dominant heel rather than with the boy Wolf Dogs, which is a bit of a shame because I love them. But yeah, intrigued to see where it goes. Before Bayley came out for a great ovation, looking as happy as ever to be the champion, as you deserve a chance ran over. She put over the locker room and the fans for being with her, and she said she wanted the opportunity that brought out Tiffany Stratton to open her challenge. Bayley said she wasn't offering a title shot, but wanted to give Naomi a shot instead. Naomi said that she wanted to take on Tiffany before accepting Bayley's challenge. The match got going after the break and got a quick segment with Kayla Braxton trying to get a word with Heyman about Jimmy's condition, but it technically got started during a break. Bayley stayed at ringside to cheer as Naomi, but ended up seeing Tiffany dominate most of the time. The bout lasted through another break and eventually saw Naomi make a comeback and get the win. The match was fine, but seeing Bayley get such a warm reception was great. So yeah, that's kind of the tip of the segment off, and Naomi getting that win builds momentum, and it obviously leaves Stratton in an interesting position. Whether she challenges for the belt next or not, we'll have to find out. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill then took on Green and Niven, and yeah, they asked for the match. Green lost to Cargill on Monday, so she wasn't happy to see Jade and Bianca as their opponents. After a quick exchange from Belair and Niven, Jade quickly pinned Green after hitting her finisher. This was much like Braun's match earlier. It was just a quick squash that only meant to get a star in front of the crowd, not deliver a memorable bout really. And yeah, I think it did. Cargill and Belair as a team could be interesting going forward. Who knows if that's where we'll go. But yeah, 6 out of 10. The heels kind of doing what they're there for, and Jade Cargill's just coming across like a killer in her early days on the main roster. So yeah, good stuff. Before we move on to the second triple threat match, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles tried to go after both men, but ended up teaming on him until he was out of the ring. The 3 World Champions didn't waste any time making this a fast-paced matchup. This was the best thing we saw all night, but looking at who was involved, that shouldn't surprise anyone. The phenomenal one here, Styles clash with Mysterio onto Owens and perfectly rolling him into the pin was the best part. The show ended with Knight and Styles having a standoff, obviously continuing their feud from WrestleMania. But yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 from me. A really good result. I think this is a clever way of continuing Knight versus Styles. You presume Styles would be a safe challenger as well. So yeah, I think the team matches were fun. Obviously, so such talented between the wrestlers, and just sets up an intriguing feud for Cody as well for his first challenger and that match next week, so that'll be entertaining. So yeah, 7 out of 10, and overall SmackDown gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, pretty decent episode of SmackDown this week, I have to say. Lots going on, creating an interesting show. I think, you know, all the promos were good, but yeah, maybe there wasn't a lot pre-built for the show. I think we didn't really need that in a way, because we knew we'd get all the fallout from Mania. But yeah, on the whole, a pretty decent 2 hours of Friday Night Wrestling. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.